Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials.
What did you do over the weekend?
I went a global warming rally in London. It was fantastic to be around so many people who care about the environment.
Do you think there's anything we can do to reverse the damage that's been done already?
It might not be possible to fix the problems that we've created for ourselves, but there are lots of things we can do to prevent more damages from happening.
Like what?
Well, we can use public transport instead of taking our cars for a start.
What else can we do to protect the environment?
If you do have to drive, you should make sure that your car runs on unleaded petrol. Also, your home should use sources of renewable energy.
How about recycling? Does that actually help?
Yes, you should take your glass, paper, plastic, cardboard, and tin cans to a recycling center.
What do you think is the biggest worry for our future?
I think that the issue of greatest concern is having enough sources of clean water for everyone.
I had no idea you were such an environmentalist before.
To be honest, in order for the Earth to continue to be a habitable place, we're all going to have to become more interested in the environment.
Guess what? Paul and Susan are engaged.
Really? When did that happen?
A week ago? They met last summer and now just sync. They will be married soon.
Have they set a date for the wedding?
No, not yet. But Susan says they'd like to get married in November or December. Then they'll go to Hawaii for their honeymoon. I've heard you're going to America tomorrow. I want to see you off at the airport.
Oh, thanks a lot.
What time are you leaving?
1:30 p.m. But I've got to check in at 12:30 p.m.
What airline and what flight?
Pan American Airlines. Flight 282.
I'll see you at the airport at 12:30 p.m.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Are you sure this is the right restaurant?
Positive.
You don't think you could be wrong?
I am absolutely sure I'm right.
I don't know. It looks a little wrong down.
This is right. There is no doubt in my mind.
You're 100% sure you want to eat here?
Check and double check.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Williams from America?
Yes, I am.
I'm Li Ming from CITS. Glad to see you.
Glad to see you too.
It's time for me to go now.
Would you like me to go with you?
I'd rather you stayed in the office and did these things.
Do you want to type that letter?
I'd rather you typed it.
Do you want to tell her?
I'd rather you told her. Today more and more families have personal computers. People have wider range of choice to communicate with the outside world.
Right. With the establishment of Internet and a lot of web companies, people are getting more and more dependent on the web.
One of the common uses of PC is that people can buy goods through it without going out to the physical stores.
Can you tell me how it is done?
If a customer is interested in some certain goods, he can ask the web company to have the specimen of the goods shown on the color screen, and then the customer can place an order online to the sales company. And then the goods you want will be delivered to your home. The service is perfect and the delivery is free of charge.
I see. So great.
Good morning, Mary.
Good morning, John.
I want to have a few friends over for a dinner party to celebrate my birthday. Would you be able to come the next weekend on Saturday?
I'd be delighted to, John. Saturday, did you say?
Yes, if that's all right for you.
I'm pretty sure I'll be all right. In fact, I'd be delighted to come over and celebrate your birthday with you. What time are you planning to start?
Oh, good. If you could come around 6:30 or 7 o'clock, that would give us some time to chat a wit over a glass of wine before dinner.
That sounds fine. I'll be there around 7.
Excuse me, could you spare me a few minutes?
Yes, certainly. How can I help you?
Do you know if train 10 is on time to be here?
Sorry, I don't know. I'm a passengers'm waiting for my train.
Do you mind if I read your newspaper for a while?
Certainly not. Here it is.
Thanks a lot. Good morning. I'm from the New York Book Review. Could I ask you some question about your latest book?
Sure. Take a seat. What would you like to know?
First, I've heard that your latest book is based on a true story.
That's correct. It's a murder mystery based on actual murders that took place in Florida several years ago. The main character, the police investigator, is based on the man who investigated the case.
How do you research your books?
I always visit the places that I use as setting for stories. Readers like things to be as factually correct as possible, even in fiction. I usually base my characters on people I have met. Most correct.
I really liked your books. I've just finished this one. I read it from cover to cover in a single day. Congratulations on making the bestseller list yet again.
Thank you. Let Met sign it for you. There you go.
Oh, thank you very much. I heard that you are currently writing a collection of short stories. What are the stories about?
There's a real mix of stories in the book. I haven't finished all of them yet, though. Many of them are short detective stories, but there are also horror stories and sci-fi ones. If you give me your...
Thanks very much. I'm sure it will sell well. I can't wait to read it. Here's my card. Thank you for your time. Everything is now. I'm kind of sick of it.
Each ring has 3 small diamonds inside the band.
Ew. One for each of the zeros in 2000. Wow.
Stop making fun of me.
So find a guy to marry and you can get one.
I don't need a guy to buy a wedding ring.
Oh, I see. You're going to wear one and pretend you're married to try to attract guys.
Following our free educational materials, you learn English in a great way with ease and efficiency.